I didn't think they were going to have the game,
Recording in
Mm-hmm.
progress.
but they had all the games,
Nice.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Like I was like, DirecTV is not even a thing anymore. So how are they doing this? Well, I haven't been to a well, DirecTV is a thing, but I mean, like that's not where the ticket NFL ticket comes from. So it's
Yeah.
YouTube TV. So, but yeah, I was able to watch all the games, all the first games. After the first games, I didn't want to spend the whole day in the thing. I had so that's
I
why I
like
went upstairs after the game.
70% of the games were done at 3 o'clock, and then
Yeah,
there were only like 3 afternoon games, and then the Sunday night and
Sunday
Monday
night
night.
game and
Yep.
Monday night stinkers, bunch of stinkers.
There were some real stinkers. But we can't talk about those.
Most of the stinker was the Chicago Bears
We can't
versus the
talk about the
Giants
other
game.
stinkers. Let's talk
Those
about
were
the
those were the
ultimate
stinkers.
stinker because we got a
Oh,
lot to talk about.
all I have to say is we are who they thought they were,
That's
and we
fine.
let them off the hook.
You did.
We let them off the hook.
I don't know what it is about the
Oh.
Bears. They just their defense is so rough. The secondary is very rough, and Jackson Dart is really good, really good. He did the things that I told you I was nervous he was going to do,
Mm-hmm.
and he did them. And the Bears let him do it. Oh God, I don't know how many times I forget. People left the house, and I forgot my oldest daughter was still in the house. I'm like, stop that goddamn sound! As he's running down the sideline, I'm like, oh Hadley, I forgot you're in the house. I just couldn't stop him until
So they both stopped them.
until they ran him again for like the 50th time in the
And
game.
it was a good play. He got the first down plus. He fumbled though. That's
plus
what
a
happened.
fumble, and he
Well, the fumble happened due to being concussed and losing the ball as he was killed to the ground.
I think he lost the ball and then trying to get the ball back, he got
caught the ball, got hit, lost control of it, and the ball fell out of his hands, and he didn't reach for it because he was out cold.
Yes. Yeah, once the ball like totally left his control, it's like a pass. You have to like catch the ball, survive the ground, all the various things, and he did not do that.
I thought he had it because he did fall
look
down
like
with the
it,
ball in control. But like you said, if you got it, once he hit the ground, he was out.
Yeah,
I think the ground did most of the concussion work.
Yeah,
and once he hit the ground, he was out, and he couldn't reach for the ball anymore to get it because he was out cold, and they lost it.
Yeah.
And the crazy thing was, he came back in the next drive.
Mm-hmm.
And then somewhere along the line, they said, "Why are you mm-hmm. from upstairs?" I'm guessing the Bears probably made a call like, wait. I'm gonna need to check on him.
Yeah, you might want to check on. Yeah, that was the thing that because they fumbled. I was like, yes. Then the Bears, I can't remember if the Bears did anything with the fumble.
They didn't do anything.
They didn't do anything. I was like, God damn it. I walked away and I came out, Dart was in, and then it was a punt or something like that. I was like, yes. And then Russ was in. I was like, yes. Yes. And the moment Russ came in, and there were, like 4 minutes left and 10 points? I'm like, 30-something seconds. The Bears are going to win this game.
Check this out. I was at the bar on the cruise, and everyone was sitting there going, man, the Giants are looking good. The Giants are playing
they look
well.
real good.
I said, yeah. And it was Cowboy fans. They was like, man, y'all going to win. Y'all going to be ahead of us. And I was like, oh, yeah. He got injured and didn't come back in the game. I looked those same guys in the eyes and I said, we lost. And they said, y'all are up 10. What do you mean you lost? I said, we lost. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about the how. Just know
it's going to happen. It's a fact. It's in stone.
When Russ came in the game, the Giants weren't up. It was 17-10 at the time.
Yes.
They then ran the ball 6 straight times to get the ball into field goal range.
Well, hold on. No. Russ on a 3rd and like 9.
He ran it.
Had that little dump down pass to whoever, Tyrone Tracy on the left side, who ran it for like 35 yards. That's when I was like, stop that. I'm like, how is this happening? How are we not tackling this man?
Mm-hmm. And then they wind up kicking a field goal. Some will say that they probably should have went for it or for the touchdown.
Yes.
I I think you got to go up 2 scores without your starting quarterback
It
not
it
coming
was
in.
it was fourth and goal from the 1. They kicked the field goal, but then there was a penalty, which would have made it
Yes,
fourth and goal from
and
the
a half
half-yard
from the
line.
half,
And
and he
they
wound up
and they
accepted the
declined it and kept the
declined it.
field goal.
Which I'm not mad at. I don't like taking points off the board. We said that before.
But
I don't. If they were imaginary
this is
points,
different. This is different than being like 4th and 2 from like the 30, right? They're there.
yes.
If they do,
But this,
if they get
okay.
stuffed, the Bears then have to go 99 yards in the
And
opposite
if they
directions.
do go 99
It
yards,
just
the
kills
game is
time.
tied. But the game is tied. It's not a lead.
Yeah.
And now you're forced to do something with Russ.
And that's a huge if, right?
Exactly. So, but in a different case is you kick the field goal, you go up 10. So you know that they have to score at least twice.
They need 2
right?
possessions. Yeah.
They need 2 possessions. And once again, the clock is technically on your side. You got 4 minutes and 30 seconds.
You'd think it would be on your side.
Points.
Yes.
Up 10 points.
Yes.
It didn't work. It
did not
work. I swear, up until that point, I said, man, Caleb is having a good game. He's very elusive back there. I hadn't seen him be that elusive in the backfield because it felt like the Giants was in the backfield regularly. They just could not.
They could not.
He was elusive.
Only 1 sack the entire game. A couple got called back because of penalties.
Yep.
Thankfully for those like defensive holds, and that's why the sacks happen because guys
He
are
was
getting
going
yanked
open.
down to the ground because nobody's getting open, right? So you're like, okay, good. But that's exactly what I told you last week. You're like, Brian Burns doesn't get a sack. I'm like, I'm not worried about that. I'm worried about Jackson Dart running all over the place.
I thought, listen, there was multiple times where Kayvon Thibodeau, Brian Burns, Abdul Carter had the jersey of Caleb Williams.
I know.
And couldn't bring him down.
No, they could not.
There was Dexter Lawrence, I think, had a sack that got taken back by a holding penalty.
And Abdul Carter did too.
Abdul Carter had a sack taken back for a holding penalty. It was like they got there. They did what they were supposed to do. DeAndre Banks is absolute trash.
So DeAndre Banks was on half of one of my favorite plays in the entire game. And it was on the last drive, I think. Caleb takes a snap, drops back, and fires to Luther Burden, who ran just a beautiful, 15 out, then hooked back in, and Deontay Banks is on the ground or totally beat him. But Caleb threw the ball before Burden was even to his spot.
Yes.
Those are the plays that make me salivate because we've never had a quarterback that throws knowing where a guy's going to be and trusting the guy's going to be there and be open. Luther Burden's going to be a problem. Like, I know it's Deontay Banks.
Trusted Deontay Banks was the cause of that.
Luther Burden the third is going to be a problem in the NFL. He's a rookie this year. Give him another year or two. He's going to be a problem. Caleb Williams is currently a problem in the NFL.
He was good.
He was very good. He's been very good the last couple of weeks.
He's a gamer too. Towards the end of the game, he's in it. And then let's just say, so y'all do score your touchdown, right?
Yes.
The Giants didn't get the ball back, and Russ in Russ fashion could do nothing with it.
No.
And then Jamie Gillian, our punter, he'd been punching like a beast all game long. He shanked that so bad. I said, we lost. This is not going to be a field goal here. This is going to be a touchdown.
It was from your own 30 to the Bears 48. It was a terrible, terrible punt.
I said, what is going on? I know what's going on. We're going to lose. Thanks, Russ. Thanks, Russ. Oh my God.
And then once that happened, once the Bears only had to move like 30 yards to the field goal.
Yeah.
So I still don't trust Cairo Santos. Get it down to the 10 for the field goal if you can.
Uh-huh.
But as soon as that was there was urgency, but it wasn't the same urgency, right? We can still work the middle of the field. We don't need timeouts. We still work the middle of the field. We can still run it if we have to. And he hit that pass.
And y'all had time. There was still time.
Yeah.
Because the Giants wound up getting the ball back with 1 minute and 11 seconds to go. down 4.
Yes. Yeah.
Like all the time with two timeouts.
Yes.
Two timeouts, a minute and 11 seconds to go.
Mm-hmm.
Russ could do nothing.
No.
He can't see over the line. He had 2 balls batted at the line on the final drive.
The Bears confused the absolute piss out of Russ with stunts, and they would put 7 on the line, and then they would drop 3 back, but you didn't know which 3. And the offensive line, there's a screenshot. Did you see it?
Yes. Are you talking about
the 3 offensive linemen standing there like a Madden bug? They're just staying there looking that way while C.J. Gardner-Johnson comes around the end and just destroys Russ. Yeah.
No, it's absolutely horrible. And I had to look at the left side to see if the left side was being protected. It was, because Andrew Thomas is on the left side.
Mm-hmm.
But that right side, hey, you can see him. You can see those guys.
There were 3 offensive linemen just standing
holding
there.
hands.
Yep.
Just holding hands. Like, I was like, oh, this is not good.
But all I could think of when I saw that picture was, if you rewind almost a year ago to the day probably, when that picture of 3 offensive linemen for the Bears are laying on the ground when Jahmyr Gibbs runs into the end zone. Like that. Like, dude, the Giants right now are what the Bears were last year. Almost exactly. They blew those
close games, all those leads. You're right.
It is almost exactly. But I'm gonna condense the 2 years of Eberflus, last 2 years of Eberflus, into this last year, because remember they had that game against the Broncos. They had 3 games in a row where they had winning probability of 95%, and they lost them. The Giants had the exact same situation this year. We talked about last year, it's a 0.00001% chance of losing all 3, and they did it. And the Giants did it this year. And I texted you.
1-4 in games where the Giants have been up 10 points.
Yeah, in the fourth quarter.
And lost.
Which is
they
ridiculous.
won 1 and lost 3.
I will say this. The Bears broke a 25-game losing streak when trailing by 10 or more in the fourth quarter in that game.
That's happened. That's every team has done that this year against the Giants. They've broken that record.
It's good. It's good. So, but the Giants are exactly where the Bears were last year, but you're a week ahead of schedule, or a week and a half ahead of schedule, because they fired Eberflus the day after Thanksgiving, right? So y'all are a week and a half ahead of where we were last year. So kudos to that. Now, I do. So the game was infuriating for 90% of it for me.
It was not for 90% of it. I was like, yeah. We look like a team. Slayton was balling.
That one-handed grab that he had?
Theo Johnson was balling.
Yeah.
Still the running game wasn't there. But where we make up for the running game with our running back, Dart's our best runner.
Dart, I'm going to tell you what. Dart is going to be, and you should be stoked for this, because that is 100% a home run pick in for what you know who he reminds me of, and this is my first whole Jackson Dart experience.
Watch.
He reminds me of an elusive Baker Mayfield.
Okay.
He plays with that abandon that Baker Mayfield plays with. And if he gets the pocket stuff down, like it took Baker a few years to get down, he's going to be lacking. Really, really good.
I'm hoping because he does look good, but you're right. He's still young, and you see youth in the way he plays.
He was hitting his throws in that game against the Bears. It helps that and this is not taking anything away from it. It helps that the Bears secondary is just Swiss cheese, and I mean the Giants' secondary is Swiss cheese too. So it was a fair trade, right? But he was hitting guys and he was making nice throws, and it was looking rough until Slayton made that catch, and it was Slayton made that catch and just cranked up the juice, and then it was from there he was pedal to the metal. Before that he was I don't know if I can do this, and then he made that catch.
Because the first quarter they didn't score. The Giants didn't score the first quarter. And then after that, it just felt like the drives felt like there was something. You were going to get a first round. You were moving the ball. It felt like they could do something. And then that concussion.
And he's out at least one more week because Jameis is starting this week.
Yeah, they moved him to 2 days. I think he's I think it's early to decide whether he's going to be in the concussion protocol or anything like that. I think it's definitely happening because next week, this week they have the game against the Packers and they have a bye week after that.
Yeah.
That's when they have their bye. So it makes total sense. Just give him 2 weeks.
Yeah. Give him
And
the time.
like I told you, I was Russ can't be seen. He has to go.
Mm-hmm.
He has to go. I mean, like he should have been on the street next to Dayball. Like, like
Agreed.
because seeing him is going to make people mad.
Yeah.
Just like every game he's come in, he's ruined the game for
Is
us.
Tommy Cutlets still floating around out there, or is he on a team?
No, he got picked up by I think
Okay.
the Patriots. I think he's
Yeah.
the backup for the Patriots.
Yeah. I'm just wondering, like,
Mm-mm.
if you get rid,
Get him out.
like you might as well. Like, what's the point? Like, you're stuck paying him no matter what, and
Yeah,
just get rid of him and
and
run Jameis, and then bring in whoever from the practice squad or sign somebody real quick.
of course,
Kenny Pickett's probably floating around out there somewhere. Just get just get a
somebody,
body in there.
somebody.
And then once Dart's back, and then you just go Dart Jameis, which is probably what you should have been after week from the jump probably.
I think they assume that he can still come in for and spell just one, but I think after game 1 or 2, when you realize he couldn't,
Mm-hmm.
or I really don't know if it's that he couldn't. I think Dayball lost complete trust in him
Sure.
because
How could you
when
not?
they brought him in, he wasn't even asked to do much.
Yeah.
Run the ball, run the ball. Okay, we didn't get the downs we need. Now you got to throw the ball. Pass broken down at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah.
Like that's what he's been since he lost the starting job.
Yeah.
But that's fine. It's fine. I'm okay because once again, like I said, I saw all I needed to see.
Mhm.
I like what I see.
Yeah.
I do think that regardless of the coach next year, even though I've got my picks of who I think I want. I heard something today that made me throw my phone across the screen. I heard the name Mike McCarthy mentioned.
Well, I heard that name too. Yeah.
I almost threw my phone across the room with that.
Yes, as you should.
Listen. My number one right now
Uh,
is you got to give Spagnola a chance.
okay.
You have to call Spagnola in Kansas City and say, do you want to come back and coach the Giants to be the head
Okay.
coach? He would do something to this defense that we hadn't seen. It would be special.
Okay.
Get a legitimate guy to call your offensive plays. Get someone maybe from college. So I don't know. Just because you're not going to find that guy right now,
Mm-hmm.
unless Mike McDaniels gets fired and you could bring Mike McDaniels as your OC. You could have.
Mm-hmm.
I don't mind Mike McDaniels as an OC, but I don't see it happening right away. He's not gonna get a head coaching job. But all I'm saying is I think your number one call should be Steve Spagnuolo,
Yeah, I think that's not a bad call.
unless the Steelers decided they want to get rid of Mike Tomlin.
So, I really enjoy the Giants fan base on Reddit because there's a lot. The Bears and the Giants fan bases are parallel, man. They like have the same insanity associated with them, and I love it. So it wasn't even like an hour after Dayball was fired, whereas like when the Ravens fired John Harbaugh, we have to hire him instantly. I think the Ravens are not. They're not going to fire John Harbaugh. It's just not happening. I don't care. I don't care if the Ravens go 5-12 this season. They're not firing John Harbaugh. No. And then it was like, well, if Mike Tomlin becomes available, they're not firing Mike Tomlin. If Mike Tomlin leaves the Steelers, he is leaving the Steelers under his own accord, and he's retiring.
And he's done.
And him and Bill Cowher are going to work in the booth together, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like that's just what it is. Like those things aren't going to happen. Right. So, but I will say this, and we've got plenty of time to figure this all out.
Yes.
But I will say this: if the Giants should, like Spagnuolo's a great choice, and a strong defensive guy is a good idea. What they really should do, though, is they need to get the offensive brain from somewhere, right?
Yes.
Like because, and as a head coach, because you can't poach a head coach. right? If you get a great
Yes.
if you get a great defensive coach, let's say you get Spagnuolo, and he gets the next young big brain offensive coordinator
That's what I want.
in a year or two,
He's
he's
gone.
gone to be a head coach
He's
somewhere else, right?
but that year or two has allowed Dart to become who Dart's going to
Sure.
become, making it easier for the next OC to
But
come.
then you have a new system, and you gotta get that whole thing going again. And sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. Whereas if you get the big brain offensive guy and he's a good head coach, he can't get poached. It's just going to be him.
Yeah.
And your offensive guys will get poached throughout the year because as your offense succeeds, those guys will
Those
get
guys are
jobs.
going to be looked at.
Yeah, but
Yes.
then those guys will go somewhere, and then you get comp picks and all this kind of crazy stuff. So I mean, it works, right? So if quarterback's the most important position on the field, which it is, and you got a guy, which it looks like you do, you probably want to get the guy that's going to be there for as long as you could possibly and be successful with him, right? Like that's all. That's my thing. But I think
I
Spagnuolo's
look
a great choice if you can get him.
yeah, I look at it like Bill Belichick, right?
Mm-hmm.
Not saying him. I do not want Bill Belichick in that building. Right?
Get ready for Billy B, boys.
I do not want Bill Belichick in the building. But I look at Bill Belichick, who was able to sit there and coach the defense for 20 plus years, and who do you have offensive coordinator? Romeo Crennel at one point in time. He had
Josh McDaniel.
Josh McDaniels multiple times.
Yes.
Like he had a bunch of young, talented offensive coordinators that came in there. But at that time, by the time Tom became Tom, it didn't matter.
It didn't matter.
It
It
didn't matter
like,
who they had.
but so
That's what
that's where you like you can get excited, but you got to pump the brakes a little bit because
Oh yeah, no, I'm not saying that. I'm just talking about the fact that once you get him out of that young phase,
yeah,
you can kind of plug in offensive coordinator,
hopefully,
and he can still go. But like I said, I just think right now I don't know who that guy is. Like this Robert Saleh might be looking for a head coaching job again.
He would be.
He's a defensive guy.
I
like Saleh. I like him too.
I think he would be and he would. Spagnuolo would make a special defense. I think Robert Saleh would make a special defense. That Jets defense when he was there,
they were great.
was a top 5 defense. They just didn't have an offense going. They didn't have a quarterback. Now you have a situation where, yeah. See, I'm kind of contradicting myself. I still think you need to get the offensive guy, but if you can get a Robert Saleh, I think that's a good pick.
That's the thing. Right now. Like I said, I think as a DC who's probably needs a head coaching job, Spagnuolo. I think Robert Saleh will probably get another. Who is that offensive coordinator right now that you would say looking at a team and that's who you get?
Well, people are talking about Mike LaFleur, Matt LaFleur's brother, and then also the dude up in Seattle that was the dude at New Orleans. Now he's in Seattle and they're running things. Seattle Seahawks offensive coordinator. His name is, I do not know. It is Clint Kubiak.
Oh, this is one of the Kubiaks. Okay.
They're running, dude. The Seahawks are one of the 3 best teams in football.
Correct.
And you can argue that they're the best team in football. And you couldn't have paid me to say that at the beginning of the season. I thought the Sam Darnold thing was a big swing. I was like, we'll see if it works. Getting rid of all your receivers, that's a choice.
One, for the guy, yeah.
That's a choice. But then you got Clint Kubiak comes in and he understands that, hey, JSN's really good. Let's use him the way he should have been being used before. And they were, I don't know. Like
I saw somebody say that if the Browns get rid of Kevin Stefanski would be a good pick. I wouldn't hate that. I wouldn't hate that pick.
It's hard. It's hard to tell because he's been a coach of the year twice.
Yep.
It's hard to tell is he good and the Browns organization is terrible, which is very arguable. Yes, the Browns organization is very terrible, and it's hard to evaluate Stefanski. But they also and I don't know if this is on Stefanski, but they also are the same organization that said we can't win with Baker Mayfield, even after winning with Baker Mayfield, and threw him out and put all their eggs in that basket. And he's stuck with that basket. It'd be hard to win with any quarterback in that situation right now. So
if it's his decision
Hmm.
to not play Shador Sanders, then I don't want him on my team because that's just not a smart decision.
Yeah,
Because
I don't know what.
does not look good.
No, there's
At
no way
least to go out there
Shador
and
looks
give him an
worse.
opportunity.
Yeah,
Exactly. At least see what you have, right? You don't have, it's not like RG3 and Kirk Cousins when they came into the league, right? When RG3 came in, you knew your starter was, right? He looked good. So therefore, we never saw Kirk Cousins until RG3 got injured.
yes,
Like they didn't even split time at
yeah,
all. Like
yes.
we know Dylan Gabriel's not that good,
Oh, he's really
right?
bad.
You pick two quarterbacks, you got to give the other one an opportunity to go out there
And
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 show.
it almost feels like it's an ownership decision why Shador's not
That's
playing
what I mean.
because he publicly said he didn't want Shador, and now if Shador goes out and balls out, then that's egg on his face. He doesn't want that egg on his face, not the immediate egg on his face, because there's a chance that Shador goes somewhere else and balls out
Yeah.
eventually, and then it's like, well, you're an idiot. You had this guy. That's the like Stefanski. That'd be an interesting pick. Like even the dude for Cincinnati, what's his name? Because I think they're a hot mess, and he's always on the hot seat. It feels like too. Uh, I can't think of his name.
Zach Taylor.
Zach
Oh, he
Taylor.
is. Yeah, he wouldn't be bad.
He's always on the hot seat too. But yeah, Mike McCarthy is the name that I saw pop up like within hours of
I
the
almost threw
Giants.
my phone when I saw it. I
And
said,
dude,
Mike.
you're right where I was last year. We had the same conversation, but reverse it. It's the exact same conversation.
What would you think about Mike McCarthy?
No,
Let's not do that.
No, don't do it. Don't do everything you get in your power not to get Mike McCarthy. And they could bring him in, and boy,
As an
when Mike
individual.
McCarthy came to the Bears, he chartered his own plane to come to this gate to interview with the Bears. I'll pay for my own hotel and stuff. You don't need. I just want to come here and I want to look at.
I want to talk football with some
Yeah,
people.
yeah. So he was like, oh, I'm just gonna win it over, right? And yeah, but I mean, it is what it is. You're where you are now, and it's going to be interesting. What did the Giants do? I don't think Joe Shane is a lock to keep his job either. And I'm going to tell you why. I'm going to tell you why.
Okay.
And let me find this.
Is it the stats about the Giants firing their coach but keeping the GM for the last 3 times and what it's done?
No,
I've seen
it is
that
not
one out
that.
there.
But I mean, that's a good point. It is this statement. Where is it? It was basically that Joe Shane is not going to be choosing the head coach.
I don't trust the others to choose the head coach. So I would much rather trust Joe Shane to choose the head coach than than Steve Tisch and,
All right, so
and
here it is.
Mara.
Joe Shane wasn't really involved in firing Daboll. And John Mara, along with Steve
Yes.
Tisch, will
Yep.
make the final decision on the next coach.
Well, final decision, I guess it would always come down to them. But I don't know. I don't trust them to make they're the ones who said I want Pat Shermer.
Mhm.
They're the ones who said I want Joe Judge. Right? These are their
Yeah.
picks.
I know. I'm just saying.
Like, I don't want them to make that pick.
But that's what the situation and I think the argument for them is going to be if Joe Shane is there, well, you brought Brian Daboll in. So now it's
You mean coach of the year, Brian Daboll?
no, well that
I'm just saying
that's
that I brought
unsustained
him
success.
in.
You don't argue with me. I'm not against it.
I'm just saying. I would be like, yeah, you guys. This is the same guys that you guys was high fiving me that I brought in
Yeah.
because he didn't work out in the long run. I still think he was an okay pick. Like you know what I'm saying? I would see that they brought. I would say this is Joe Shane. This is my argument. If I'm Joe Shane, you brought me in to do the job that y'all didn't want to do.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all did not. Y'all wanted me to handle the Danny Dimes situation. I handled the Danny Dimes situation as best as I could with what happened.
Mm-hmm.
Right? We handled that situation. We're now looking past that with the draft picks that I happen to make.
Yeah.
Right? I would say yes. Okay. Would we have loved to try to keep Saquon? Yes. Did we want him to go to the Eagles? No. But that's not me. Once we decided we weren't going to sign him, he's free to go anywhere he wants.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like I traded him to the Eagles.
Yeah.
Right. So he's like, once we made a decision, because we made the decision, right? Don't just put me on it. We made the decision to get him. where he lands, I know no one wanted it, but that this would be my argument. I We are trending upwards. I know it may not look like that with the record. I
Mm-hmm.
know that's what I say. I know it may not look like that with the record, but if you ask anybody who saw the team before I got it and sees the team now, they would say that the team is we are trending in a much better direction than we do. We're missing a head coach. Let me make this pick. If it fails, I could be going next year. If it fails, I'm going next year.
Well, that's why I almost feel like he's not a lock to stick around this year, and I think it depends on how these last 8 games play out for y'all, or 7 games,
I
or
think
whatever it is.
that like to lose your best player
Mm-hmm.
early in the year
Mm-hmm.
to then lose
Oh,
your
I'm not arguing. Yeah,
I'm just
I
saying
agree.
it would be tough,
Mm-hmm.
and I would say give me another draft. Like
Mm-hmm.
if like give me another draft. I've proven to you like I think we can I think I can fix this. I think I can make some better position holes, fix some holes. We have to get younger on the offensive line.
Mm-hmm.
And we have to get better on the defensive backs. Where we pick that, those are the places where we have to do. We have to get younger on the offensive line. We have to get a defensive back to replace Deontay Carter, or we have to get some depth in the defensive backfield. And we need an offensive weapon. Let me do
Definitely
that.
need that.
Let me do that. Let me get this draft. If it doesn't work out, I'm telling you, I'm going to leave you guys in a much better position than when I found it. And that's it. That's what I would say. Like I said, I know it's not guaranteed for him to stay. That's not a guarantee. But I would say he would be leaving the Giants in a much better situation. He handled the Daniel Jones situation and then instantly found his replacement.
Mm-hmm.
Like
That
instantly
helps. That
found his
helps.
replacement. So that helps. So that's what he was brought in to do. He was
Yeah.
brought in to handle the Daniel Jones situation. He handled it. It took some time. He was also brought in to get the salary cap in order because it was really bad for us. And it's still not great for us, but I
Mm-mm.
think they can make moves. I saw the moves that they could make. Some of the moves that they can make are they're no brainers. Gano is not getting re-signed by the Giants. He's getting cut. That's money that they're going to get back on the Bucks. There's a few other moves that are no brainers in terms of what you do to get some cap flexibility. But he's been having to spend in free agency because they've been in this win now mode,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yeah.
And there was one or two bad draft picks like Deontay Banks.
Yeah, those happen. Like, so
I don't even know if Deontay Banks was a bad pick because he really played well in Wink Martindale's system.
it could be 100% be a system, right? Um, like, yeah. So having neighbors and Dart changes a lot of things, right? It makes it a very attractive location for offensive people, right?
Mhm.
Coach wise, I think Scadaboo is a good player. I don't know if he's
Yeah, I don't know if
I
no
don't
one's
I don't
rushing
know
to
if,
go to the team for him.
yeah, but like even his style of play doesn't
It's not
scream
100 yards.
doesn't scream I'm going to
Yeah.
be here for a long time, right?
Yes.
So who knows on him? Like, it doesn't hurt having a power
Yeah.
back like that and they having that energy. But Dart and Neighbors definitely selling point. Having a left tackle selling point. Those are things, right, that you can build off of.
Hmm.
Uh, it's interesting. Like, it just stinks because the Giants for the last decade have been a lot like the Bears have been for the last decade, where it's mostly not good,
Yeah.
right? And it's hard.
The transition from Eli to their next franchise quarterback has been difficult. And
Yeah.
it's been difficult because the reason why Eli Manning's it's you can go back to before Eli Manning's last couple of years, the offensive line was absolutely horrible.
Mm-hmm.
They could not fix the offensive line while Eli was there. But Eli, along with Saquon Barkley and Odell Beckham Jr., was enough to kind of hide
Mm-hmm.
the deficiencies. Gettleman comes in and trades Odell Beckham Jr.
Mm-hmm.
And then Eli is just there with Eli and Saquon, who then has a 2,000 plus yard
Mm-hmm.
total yard season with Eli there. And then they get rid of the coaches and all this other different things happen. But they never had an offensive line. Eli hid a lot of the deficiencies that the team had.
Mm-hmm.
So then they brought Daniel Jones in with no offensive line from also Saquon Barkley with no offensive line. So I think the issues with the Giants, you want to say 10 years. 10 years is probably very good because they had 5 years with Daniel Jones, this 1 year with Dart, that's six, and probably you could probably go back to 4 years with Eli Manning that things just weren't good. Oh, there was that year that we had random people playing the quarterback position because they benched Eli Manning. But
Mm-hmm.
but yeah, you could probably definitely go back to 10 years. And so that they just haven't had any. They've had really bad drafts in those 10 years too that
Mm-hmm.
just set them back. And now you have a good draft. You had a good draft last year. And the year before that, you've got two good drafts. Let the man who's put the drafts, who's had two good
You
drafts,
got a few good
let him
players on a
draft
couple.
again.
I mean, that's all you can hope for. Like you're looking at two quality, high level offensive players for the last two drafts. That's I don't know. You can't ask for much more than that, to be honest.
Yeah. And
So we'll see.
I still think Abdul Carter is really good. His numbers may not show
Oh
it with
yeah,
the sacks,
I
but okay.
that's not,
And
that that's not the thing that worries me.
I'm glad you didn't bring it up. But I know you saw Brian Burns get put on his butt by that right tackle.
By Darnell
I
Wright, yeah.
I saw it when it happened live, and I was like,
Mhm.
ooh.
Yeah,
He spun and went nowhere. He
yeah.
like did a spin in place and just got pushed down to the
That
ground.
has been on repeat on lots of different sources.
He leads the league in sacks. And it should be.
Yeah, but I'm gonna tell you what, Darnell Wright is having a season. That's just like that. That's like the
Icing on the cake.
no. That's the like. Oh, people are gonna watch him now because he's been really good all year. He's one of the like I know PFF grades are hit or miss and like,
Mhm.
but he's consistently one of the highest graded tackles in the NFL all season. He's quietly having a Pro Bowl, if not an All Pro caliber season. He's been locked down on that side. You got him over there, and you got Tooney at the left guard. Those two guys might be All Pro offensive linemen on the Chicago Bears. It's remarkable, right? The Bears really have to fix the left tackle spot, and that's about it. Because right now they're running the Canadian dude, the undrafted free agent for the previous year, who sang without his shirt on in Eagle
Oh.
speedos, right? Theo Benedict, like he's is about as good as an undrafted Canadian left tackle can be, right? So they need to solve that hopefully in the draft because you don't want to pay for a left tackle in free agency if you don't unless it's your own.
No. Yeah.
Unless it's your
No.
own, right? So there's that. Was it? Yeah, that block that Brian Burns spin
Spin it to nowhere.
put him right on the ground, and then Darnell Wright just kind of stood there with his hand like out, like
Don't get back up.
get up.
Don't get back up. You'll be
Brian
pancake.
Burns had a rough game because there was that, and on Caleb's game-winning touchdown, he bit hard on the play action. Did you see that? He bit ran right past Caleb, and I'll give him credit. He was the last guy to get to Caleb before Caleb got in the end zone, but it didn't matter. He had a rough game in regards to that, like because those two are like two highlighted plays. That
Yeah.
that spin move to nowhere was rough to see, and yeah,
But listen, I still think if Dart is playing that game, I still think we win. I still think we win that we win that game. It didn't happen. He's out. We lost. Good game, Chicago. I got a lot of respect for Caleb Williams after that game. Because watching him play, he did not make dumb decisions. I think he made a lot of the right decisions. He played well. He was
played
elusive. I was so like I was used to the Caleb that took sacks. Right?
Last year's Caleb?
Last year's Caleb.
That don't happen no more, man.
He was so elusive.
He only took one sack in that game, and the Giants were
the one that counted. The rest of them definitely.
But he took a sack. He got hit a couple times, yeah. Giants were, to their credit, man, they were they were getting pressure. It felt like pretty consistently.
Mm-hmm.
And Caleb he's got that like eyes in the back of his head where he does that little that backwards spin, and he just gets around
It's
guys.
just you see the maturity, like you like what Dart doesn't have. He doesn't have that sense just yet. It looked like Caleb got it. Like he like I was just like, get him, and they just couldn't get him. There were multiple Giants had touched Jersey and couldn't get him, and I was like, oh, that's not good.
Yeah, it was rough, and this number keeps getting inflated every time I hear somebody talk about it. So the number somewhere between 6 and 70 drop passes by the Chicago wide receivers in that game.
6 and 70.
Yeah, like it was like
there were some.
The official count was 6, but when you hear people talk, like there was like 15 drop passes, I'm like Caleb was accurate. He was making ridiculous throws. They were just bouncing off of hands, and it's like
I will say, Russ threw a dart to somebody, to Wandale Robinson, and Wandale Robinson missed it. I was like, y'all were catching him when Dart was in.
Yeah,
y'all can't catch it now.
That was probably Russ's best thrown ball.
It was.
And then like Russ's only other completion was at like, oh my god, dump off that little dump off to the left side that went for 40 yards. Yeah. Good game. I'll take it.
Good game. Yeah, it was a good game. It was a good game.
I'll take it.
I wanted to segue into something because I was watching I think it was either I was watching it or I saw a clip of it of the Chargers game.
Yes.
And did you see the PFF grades for their offensive line?
Oh yeah, they were like when they
38 of 38, 37 of 38. I was like, oh, like the entire offensive line was amongst the worst at their position.
Well, that entire offensive line is not the starters, right?
It's not the starter. Well, Mekhi Becton would probably be a starter.
Yeah. I don't remember, but I
it was like 36 of 37.
Yeah.
I was like, oh,
yeah,
you can't win like this.
Herbert's having a rough time back there. He's just getting bullied and chased all over the place, and he's still being good. But it's tough. Yeah, it's tough to run the ball. It's tough to do anything when you're constantly under duress. I did see that. They were the Sunday night game, right? And Sunday night, NBC has that partnership with PFF, and they show the grades for everybody. And yeah, I did see that. That was rough. Well, let's go to the list because there was some not great football played this last week, or not great games.
We said that. Yeah. We saw the lineup and said, this is not very good.
Broncos Raiders, one of the worst Thursday night football games ever. 10-7 was the final score.
And what about that Monday night game, which had the same score?
Yes, we'll get there. Because I got to talk real quick about the Colts and Falcons because I watched this game because it was a Sunday morning game because they were
Falcons.
The Falcons
had that game.
They're not good. And Michael Penix Jr., I don't know if he's bad, but he's definitely not good.
He did look bad.
He looked real rough. Like in that, like, we need you to make a pass, and he couldn't. And it felt like so you know how you were talking about as soon as Dart went out and Caleb couldn't be tackled, you're like, the Bears are going to win this game. And Caleb has that in the final quarter of a football game. That's the exact opposite of what Justin Fields was for the Bears. Justin Fields was a turnover machine in the fourth quarter, fumbles, and he just couldn't make a pass when he needed it. That's kind of what Michael Penix Jr. looked like out there for me. Like, he just needed completion, and he couldn't get it. And you're just like, man, you got Drake London to throw to, and you're just not. And I don't understand.
It's got to be something with the play calling, too, because they also have Bijan Robinson, who's a monster catching out the backfield, and they don't throw enough passes to him.
Yeah. Well, so this happened today at the Wednesday press conference for the Atlanta Falcons starting quarterback. Michael Penix Jr. says he has nobody to rely on the sidelines and says most of the advice given to him is from old high school and college coaches.
Is he talking about his backup quarterback, Kirk Cousins? Like, what? Who's that directed to? Is it directed towards?
I don't know. I didn't listen to it. I'm just taking the
reading the word, the
abbreviated summary of what he said. Like,
I could imagine that locker room isn't cohesive. I could
Yeah.
see Kirk Cousins not being the best backup quarterback he could be.
I forgot he even existed until Sunday. It's like, whoa, why don't they put in Kirk Cousins to see what happens here? Or why is he still on this team? Because
Hmm.
he's doing nothing but cashing checks, which I
Collecting
guess,
checks.
yeah,
That's the Kirk Cousins special.
it is the Kirk Cousins special. But like, if Penix is saying this in a press conference, like, what does that say about the coaches? What does that say about the sideline? What does it say about your quarterback room? What does it say about anything? Like, that's not good. That's what Caleb was last year when he's like, yeah, nobody would break down film with me, so I had to like hire a film guru to go through tape with me because the
But
Bears Eberflus wouldn't do it. Or,
I'm like, but is he talking about on being there on the sideline with them? Because I could, like I said, on the sideline with them, I don't expect your coach to be the
yeah,
sideline guy.
but
And the offensive coordinator's
he
up in the
doesn't have his
booth.
old high school and college
Yeah,
coaches on the
true.
sideline with him.
True.
So
True.
that's like, I don't know what's going on there. I don't know if Penix is, like I said, I don't know if he's bad, but he doesn't look good. Can he
No.
look better? Maybe. But Danny Dimes ended up playing a good game. Danny Dimes.
It-
Did you see the picture of him with the bloody mouth?
yes.
And somebody's like, the only football player on the face of the earth that can make getting a bloody mouth look lame in a football game. It's just like, ah.
Yes. I don't know if you noticed, but Jackson Dart lost a tooth.
Oh, I did see that. Yes,
He
he's like a
lost
hockey
tooth
player.
today.
That's he's got that reckless abandon, and I really like watching him play. And he reminds me of Baker Mayfield like that. Like, remember when Baker Mayfield, after he got traded by the Browns, cut by the Panthers, goes to the Rams for that first game. He's headbutting people with a naked head, and he's headbutting people with helmets. Like, what are you doing? That's what Jackson Dart reminds me of. Like, just like, I'm crazy. I'm going to play football, and you better get out of my way. And I like it.
They showed him talking about the fact that he went to Utah or he's from Utah, and they compared him during the game to your quarterback, your Super Bowl
Oh,
winning
Jim
quarterback.
McMahon, like the
Yes,
punky
I was like,
QB.
I can see that. I can see that. I can see a little swag and
So,
that they both have.
so in that '85 season, Pete Rozelle was the NFL commissioner at the time, and McMahon and Peyton had Adidas headbands, and the NFL fined them for wearing non-sanctioned branded headbands. So they both wore white
White
headbands,
headbands with the
but they wrote Rozelle on them because Pete
Oh.
Rozelle was the commissioner, and they got fined for that too. But then that was so popular in Chicago, you could buy a shirt with McMahon's picture on it, and it had like a white headband on it that was like dry erase marker. Like, you could write whatever you want on there and wipe it off. Like that dude, he mooned helicopters that were like flying over practice. He'd drink beers during press conferences. He was kind of crazy. Like, he went to BYU, but I don't think he was a Mormon. He just went there because he had a football scholarship, right?
Yes.
I'm sure he didn't worry about some of the
Soaking.
He didn't. He was not a soaker, my friend.
Not a soaker.
No.
Not a shake the bed kind of
No.
guy.
Nope. I'll do what I want. All right. So yeah, that's the Falcons. The Colts.
But do you can't talk about the Colts. I know.
Oh, with Jonathan Taylor.
Indiana Jones is getting a lot of credit.
Jonathan Taylor. Okay, yeah.
Jonathan
So
Taylor
we
is
spent a lot.
ridiculous.
We spent a lot of time last year talking about Derrick Henry. Jonathan Taylor right now leads the NFL in points scored. Right.
Mm-hmm.
The other 19 of the top 20 are kickers. He's got 15 rushing touchdowns and 2 receiving touchdowns through 10 games.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
What?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
How?
When that game went to overtime, I was like, "Why y'all? You're just giving him more points. Just giving him more points. How dare you?"
Yeah. He's a fantasy problem, and he's also an NFL problem. Yeah,
Yep.
He is having his best season by far. But we're looking at a year where there isn't like Matt Stafford right now is like is like a surefire NFL MVP candidate right now as a quarterback.
I saw him and Darnold.
Yeah, and yeah, they're both playing insane, right?
Mm-hmm.
We're 10 games in. Usually there's like, oh, it's Josh Allen, it's Lamar Jackson, it's Patrick. There's like 6 or 7 guys that are like, and then oh yeah, and then there's Saquon Barkley. Oh yeah, Cooper Kupp's having a great season, right? Right now, like if you were to take a vote, I bet you Jonathan Taylor gets 30% of the first place votes, and Stafford gets 30%, and Darnold gets 30%. Right? It's pretty even.
Mm-hmm.
But he's playing it. He's over 1,000 yards,
Oh
15
yeah.
rushing touchdowns, 2 receiving touchdowns.
Yeah, I
Uh,
can't stand
yeah,
him. Actually, I really like him, but he's
he's
not
really
on
good.
my
But I'm gonna
favorite.
tell you what, at the beginning of the year, I was just like, yeah, I'm sure he'll be fine. Like I
He's
didn't have any faith in the Colts at the beginning of the season because it's like Danny Dimes and what's it going to be? It's going to just be a mess. I was wrong, along with
oh,
lots of people. The Dolphins beat the Bills. Like I don't know what's going on with the Bills.
they've
What
lost
about
some to some really bad teams.
yeah? But and they destroyed the Chiefs,
They destroyed the Chiefs.
and then they lose to the Dolphins. They lose to the I don't even remember who.
Division games are tough, but they should have beat them.
Should beat the Dolphins, yeah, for sure. Uh, and like it wasn't even a close game. It was bad. The Bills didn't even score till the fourth flipping quarter.
Mm-hmm.
They were shut out in the first half. This is the first time it's happened in I don't know how long. Ravens beat the Vikings, as they should have. It took a minute, but they got going in the second half.
Yeah.
Vikings were complaining afterwards that the Ravens were doing some sort of illegal signal calling because of false starts. I don't know. Vikings are just crybabies. Uh, Jets beat the Browns.
In one of the worst games ever played.
Okay, so I took a
Or from the
screenshot. I was
Jets.
going to text it to you, but I was like, I'm just going to hold on to it because I don't know what's going to happen. I could not stop laughing. Let me find it. Here it is. There's a second quarter, 8:32 left to go in the half.
Mm-hmm.
Browns Jets 14-14. Justin Fields' stat line at this time:
-3.
2 of 4 for a single yard and an interception.
Yes. Yep.
I'm like, what? And there's no offensive touchdown. So I had to look. They had 2 kick returns for touchdowns. And I'm like, oh, man, the Jets are not good.
Yep. We were making fun of that at the bar. We was just like, what? I was like, how? At one point, I think he's had like 4 of like he just had like a weird number, like 4 passing yards. I was like, who? How do you pass 3 completions for like 2-3 yards? That
Yeah.
doesn't even make sense to me.
It
You're a
makes it makes
quarterback.
zero sense. So he, as a team, they had only had 42 yards passing because he had 12 yards of sacks, 54 yards passing. This is like his 3rd game this season with under 60 yards passing.
Wow.
Like it's not good. Like
It's
I remember,
not.
I remember I said, "Oh man, I think Justin Fields might have a year this year." I like I like the dude. I just don't think it's going to happen for him. Like I feel bad. It's just not going to happen for him.
Like, yeah, I
But on
I
the flip
hope, but
side, Tyler Gabriel is terrible, or Dylan Gabriel, whatever his name is. Don't matter.
yeah, yeah.
Patriots beat the Bucks in Tampa.
Patriots. Oh my God, I don't like that. I don't like this.
So the Patriots, I don't get it, but I do. They got a good head coach. They have a very good head coach. Vrabel, I still don't know why Tennessee fired him, but they did. Drake May is having an outstanding year in his 2nd
Mm-hmm.
year, really coming into his own. And they have the lightest schedule in the NFL, which you only play who's on your schedule. I get it. I'm not mad at that, but they're just taking advantage, man. They're 8-2. Like
Yeah, but
they
the
they are
Buccaneers
they
are
are
not light. The
what?
Buccaneers aren't
No, I
light
know.
though.
And then they go.
They're light. They're lighter now with all the injuries that they've
Yeah.
had. But so,
I mean, it was still in Tampa.
yep.
It was still the big show. Yeah, they were missing Bucky Ewing, but they still had Agbuka, and yeah, they're missing Mike Evans and Godwin. But you know, they've been winning up until this point. They just
Mm-hmm.
Patriots.
They had 23 points.
Yeah,
So
Patriots just put up 28. Like they
Yep.
look good. Patriots are literally like this close from making the playoffs. Like this
right
close.
now,
Right now at 8-2,
Yeah,
they're like this
at eight.
close.
Huh.
It's probably only gonna take 9 or 10 wins in the AFC to make the playoffs, and they're this close. And they aren't just a little bit up; they're 2 games up on the Bills.
On the Bills.
Right?
Mhm.
They're 2 wins up. It's a game and a half, 2 wins though, which is a lot. Saints upset the Panthers. Just when you say, "Oh man, you know who didn't lose at all in the month of October? Bryce Young." Well, it's not October anymore, suckers. It is November. Oh boy, Tyler Schoch threw for 2 touchdowns. Good for him. The Saints are bad. Their quarterbacks are bad. Tyler Schoch is like 26 years old too. Like
Mm-hmm.
he's already gotten to where he's going to be. Like he's not gonna develop much more physically or athletically. He's at
He's
that age.
20, what, 26? He's old. He's old.
Yeah, he's an old rookie, right?
Mm-hmm.
Texans. So the Jaguars are a joke. And here's why the Jags are frauds. They were up 29-10 in the fourth quarter and lost 36-29.
Mm.
The Texans, without CJ Stroud, with Davis Mills, put up 26 points in the fourth quarter.
Wait, why didn't I see that game? I was watching that game with a bunch of people from Houston, and I think I just wrote them off that they lost. They didn't lose?
As you should have. Here's how the
I'm
game.
seeing the score right now for the first time. Like, wait, they didn't lose?
Here's how the game ended with this is how it walked off. The Texans were up 30-29. The Jags had the ball. Beautiful Horseman has a chance to do anything. What does he do? He fumbles to Will Anderson, who runs it in for a touchdown to make it 36-29. They gave up 26 points in the fourth quarter to Davis Mills and the Texans. The Jaguars are frauds. You know who's not frauds? The Seahawks. They are possibly one of the best teams. They are definitely one of the best teams. They're possibly one of the top. They're just really good. They put up 44 against the Cardinals. Once again, they had 38 in the first half.
Fast.
38.
It's killing me in fantasy because none of my players get to play in the fourth quarter because they're just
But they have a
teams.
full game's worth of stats in the first half, though.
But it was two intercept. It was two turnovers that they scored. They not even like the offense did most of that work. They had 28
JSN
points
had like
in the
a
first
60-yard touchdown in that.
to start the game. Yes. But he didn't catch him over 100 yards because they didn't need him.
Yeah, no, I think he had 99 or something like that, 98. Yeah. So the Seahawks, very good. The Cardinals are like, we don't need Kyler. We got Jacoby Brissett. Womp womp. Dexter Lawrence had 2 defensive touchdowns, almost identical.
Dexter,
DeMarcus Lawrence.
DeMarcus Lawrence. Yeah, I was gonna say I wish Dexter Lawrence had 2.
He couldn't even get you there. DeMarcus Lawrence had 2 almost identical scoop and scores on fumbles. Remarkable. I think they're in opposite directions, but either way, don't matter. The Rams beat the 49ers, beat the brakes off the 49ers in San Francisco, 42-26. Matt Stafford is nuts. He is playing probably his best football ever, is at like the age of 56 or whatever he is. It's like insane. Matt Stafford, with this win, for the first time ever in his history of being an NFL quarterback, has gotten to 500. He's like 151, 151, and 1, I think. Now, you got to think about this. He was on an 0-16 Lions team.
Mm-hmm.
He played for the Lions for a very long time. And he's just now, after 4 seasons, getting to 500 with the Rams. He was 0-16. I think they probably only had like 2 or 3 winning seasons in his 14 at Detroit. And he's got to 500. I argued he was a Hall of Famer before.
Oh, his numbers. Yeah, he was putting up 55,000 plus passing yards. Once he won the championship.
Once he got a Super Bowl, it seems like a lot. If he wins a second one, he's definitely. There's no doubt about it. But, man, they're good. Like, across the board, him, Kyron Williams, Devontae Adams, Puka Nacua. Like, man, they're just clicking offensively, and it's kind of gross, and I don't like it. Very good, though. Lions beat the brakes off the Commanders, which we all knew was going to happen because the Commanders are they're soft. They're not good.
Yeah.
With or without Jaden, it don't matter. Jaden would have been in that game; they would have lost either way.
To the Lions, probably so. Yes.
Chargers beat the Steelers on Sunday night. We waited all day for that game, and then finally got it. And the Chargers.
So it was a bunch of field goals.
Yeah, and
interceptions.
Aaron Rodgers was sacked for a safety. In the first quarter, Khalil Mack got him. It was like a reunion, the old men getting together. Khalil Mack second, but Aaron Rodgers throwing passes, not getting caught, throwing picks, are yelling at his receivers for not, catching the ball
I
and
hate
stuff
when
like
he does that.
he,
Yeah.
the, I don't know if he's ever taken the blame for anything ever. But I mean, his brain's so fast, so we're good.
Exactly. I gotta blame him for that. That's
My brain's just too fast for you. All right, and then finally, the Eagles beat the other frauds in the NFL, the Packers,
in
10 to
a horrible
10.
game.
It was nothing at the half. What an abysmal game. They looked so bad. Jordan Love looked terrible. Jalen Hurts didn't look good. AJ Brown said his season is horse shit or whatever. Like
He said, "If you have me on fantasy, you should just drop me." That's what he said.
yeah,
Like, oh no.
like he's like depressed. Devonta Smith got all the looks in that game that were passes. Saquon couldn't do anything. The Packers defense is nice. Packers defense is stout. The Packers offense, not so much, man. They couldn't. Well, Josh Jacobs is really good.
They need a wide receiver. They need a top wide receiver somewhere.
Which
they're gonna be buyers in this off, not buyers, but in the offseason, they're gonna have to look for somebody.
They're gonna be search like their first round pick, Matthew Golden, was like a healthy scratch on the game, right? Like so
he just hasn't been good.
He hasn't been good. Christian Watson hasn't been good. Romeo Dobbs was out. Like their collection of threes is fine, but they're just not good. And Jordan Love looked lost out there, which you hate to see.
Yeah, he was 20 of 36 for 176.
Yeah, he wasn't good. And then, so we got to talk about the tremendous job of coaching that these two guys did because it was terrible, right? So we had a 4th and 4 with like right around 2 minutes left, up by 3. Eagles have the ball. They need. Oh, I'm sorry, 4th and 6. They're at their own 50, or maybe the Packers 45, something like that. They were
on the wrong side of the ball.
It was outside of field goal range. There was no kicking it. So the smart thing here is like just punt it off to the offense that has not moved the ball at all. Pin them back, let it happen. So they're like, no, we're gonna go for it. If we get the first down because the Packers have no timeouts, game's over. We need 6 yards. What do? They call a 30-yard bomb down the left field line to get a touchdown. And then Sirianni said, I was trying to end the game. All you needed was 6 yards to end the game. You just needed a first down to end the game. You didn't need a touchdown. You're already winning. It's like, I don't understand what that argument was. And then you get back in the other direction. Apparently LaFleur, boy, I love watching Packers fans disintegrate. Calling for his head, which is fine. Call for his head to be foolish.
Yeah, sure. Sure, fire him. Listen, I'm all people need to be fired this year.
Yeah. So fire him, but then he needs to give up his play calling abilities. But there was a play in that game that got blown up by the Eagles. I don't know if you saw it. It was like the 6th time that the Packers have called it, and I can't remember who off the Eagles defensive line called it out before it happened, and they stuffed Josh Jacobs for like a 3-yard loss on it was like a 4th and 2 or something like that. It was tough, but you hate to see a team just as talented as the Packers blow another one. You just hate to see it.
Oh man, this Eagles team just does not look good.
Nope. So the Bears, the next 3 games, they have the Vikings this week, must win. Got to win this game. The Bears need to go at least 3-3 in the conference or in the division to make the playoffs. They got to beat the Vikings. They got to beat the Lions, and they got to beat the Packers at least once. In those 3-3. Then they have the Steelers. To me, that's a must win. You got to embarrass the shit out of Aaron Rodgers at home. Do it, right? And then they have Black Friday versus the Eagles in Philadelphia.
Okay. The fact that Black Friday games is a thing is...
Yeah, and it's a Friday afternoon game, too. There's a lot of things I don't like about it. But I'll get to watch them because it's on Amazon. I'll get to see it on the TV and stuff like that. So it's exciting. Scared of that game. But I can't be scared of it yet. Yeah, I get to the Vikings. But the Bears got some winnable games. I think the Eagles are beatable, for sure.
Yeah, they haven't lost many times. Twice.
Yeah, you just got to... the Bears got to stop people on defense. Hopefully by then, maybe Jalen Johnson will be back or Kyler Gordon, somebody. Who knows? Do you want to know how we did last week?
I didn't do well.
You did not do well. You went 6-8. I went 9-5. I'm a +3 now on the year because I went +3 in this one. We both had the rough stretch there where the Jets, the Patriots, and the Saints and the Texans all won games that we did not pick.
Yeah.
But you, of course,
The Giants,
picked the Giants,
the Packers,
the Packers, the
the
Steelers.
Steelers. Those are the three that I
Those
knew.
are
I was
the
like,
three.
oh.
Those are the three where we did not agree on. So I'm +3 on the year.
I'll get it back. I'm not even worried.
Sure. Oh, I know you will.
I don't think you do. You didn't sound too confident.
No, I don't. Well, yeah, I don't have no confidence in you getting it back. Let's see.
Oh, there's a bunch of stink games this week too.
We got some rough ones again this week, starting with tomorrow's. The Patriots are hosting the Jets. The Patriots are 13, almost
Patriots.
2 touchdown favorites.
Patriots.
Yeah, I as much as I want to say the Jets, I
There's
can't.
no way. There's no way they
Garrett-
can't score.
Garrett Wilson's been
60
ruled out.
yards. 60 yards. He
It's
can't
not
win
happening.
with your quarterback giving 60 yards.
Yeah.
Well, they did win. My fault. Sorry, but
Well, you just got to return 2 kicks in the same game for it.
yeah.
Garrett Wilson's been ruled out as well, so that's
Mhm.
that. And then we have, I thought we were done with overseas games. We're not. We have one
Yeah.
more, I think. It's in Madrid. The
Oh.
Dolphins host the Commanders. The Dolphins are 2.5-point favorites overseas.
I'm gonna go with the Dolphins. Did you hear that the Commanders are not shutting down Daniels? There was no ligament or structural damage in his elbow, and they're hoping to get him back this season. Why?
I don't know. Because so they can
Ruin him?
It's like they're going to run the table to make the playoffs. They're 3-7. Even if they win 7 straight, I don't know if that's enough to make the playoffs in the NFC. I think you might need 11 wins
Because of the NFC West
because the NFC West
and
the
the
NFC
North.
and the
North, yeah.
right? I think it may take 11 wins just to make the playoffs. So, like they're done. You can actually put a fork in it. They're almost mathematically eliminated. Then we have the Vikings, who are 3.5-point favorites, hosting the Bears in Minnesota.
I can't. JJ McCarthy can't do it again, can he?
No, heavens no.
Can he?
Did you see his
I'm
line
going
post last
Bears.
week?
It was horrible.
Yeah.
Look bad. I'm
Yeah.
going Bears. I'm going Bears this
Oh,
game.
I already started typing Vikings for you, but there.
No, I just don't. They won in Chicago. I don't see them winning.
They won
I
a
don't
game
see-
that they shouldn't have won in Chicago.
They shouldn't have won it. They shouldn't have won it in the first place.
The Bears shit the bed on that one, which still bothers me because if the Bears don't shit the bed, they're 7-2 if they don't shit the bed on that one. They're in first place in the NFC North. Come on. All right. Then we have the Giants
Giants
with
will
Jameis
win.
Wilson. Jameis Winston under center versus the Packers. I have got the
Jameis?
Giants in this one too because the Packers are frauds. Even though the
Frauds, they're
Packers are
frauds.
7.5-point favorites on the road, I don't believe it. I watched that game yesterday or Monday. They looked bad. They looked bad. And Jameis Winston, he'll sling the ball down the field. I don't care. The Packers DBs, not good. The Packers front seven, very good.
Really good.
So as long as he can get the ball off his hands, I think they'll be okay. Falcons host the Panthers in a division rivalry. Falcons are 3.5-point favorites. This is a slap fight of the century right here. I don't even know who to take. I got to take chalk. I'm going Falcons.
I'm gonna go Panthers.
That's not a bad choice. The Titans host the Texans. The Texans are 6.5-point favorites.
There's supposed to no snow on that day. I was looking at the
For the Bills.
game for the Bills.
Yeah.
It's gonna be cold, but no snow. What did you say? What game?
Titans, Texans.
Texans.
Yeah.
Go on.
Then we have the AFC North rivalry, the Steelers, 5.5-point favorites versus the Joe Flacco Bengals. The practice window, the 21-day practice window for Joe Burrow has been opened. He could be returning sometime in the next 3 weeks. Not this week. It's still Flacco.
I'm gonna go Steelers.
Steelers are at home. Now, they lost the Flack attack last time, but this
Mhm.
one's at home. I think the Steelers pull it off, too. The fraud, the the Jacksonville Frauds versus the no offensive line Chargers. The Chargers are 2.5-point favorites
Where at in Jacksonville?
in Jacksonville. Yeah,
I'm gonna go Jacksonville.
I'm going Chargers.
Uh-huh.
All right. Now there's 2 games of the week this week. We got the Rams hosting the Seahawks. The Rams are 3.5-point favorites in SoFi.
They're not flexing games yet?
No, and this should be flexed, but you'll see why they're not flexed once we get there.
Oh, I see it. Yeah.
And they're not going to flex on a Monday. So
There's a few good games this week.
a few.
Seahawks, Rams in Inglewood. Ah man, that's both my wide receivers in that game.
It'll be a lot of points.
Yeah, I'm gonna go. What's the better defense?
Seahawks have been outstanding on defense.
I'm gonna go Rams though. I think I'm gonna go Rams.
I already put myself down for the Rams.
Oh,
I like the Stafford attack.
at home, yeah. Is Devontae Adams high? Because he looked like he hurt his back. But
No, I think he's fine.
okay.
Cardinals versus the Ravens. This is in Arizona. 49ers. I'm sorry. Cardinals
I was
versus
gonna say
49ers.
Cardinals 49ers. Okay.
49ers are 2.5-point favorites.
And Marvin Harrison Jr. is already ruled out
Yes.
with appendectomy. He had to get his appendix removed.
Mhm.
I'm gonna go 49ers.
Good choice. The Cardinals are not good. Browns versus the Ravens. The Ravens are 7.5-point favorites at home.
Ravens go 500.
Yep.
And they make their way back.
Yeah. We said last week, like if they go undefeated the rest of the way, like you can't be surprised if it happens.
Mm-hmm. Even though they don't look like themselves.
No. But Lamar's healthy. Like he'll will him to win.
Yeah.
Then we have this game. I don't care about this game, but it's interesting. The Broncos are hosting the Chiefs.
That's a good
The
game.
Chiefs are 3.5-point favorites on the road.
On the road.
On the road.
To the Broncos, who have that defense. Really?
But the Broncos offense is not good. It's been very rough.
Good.
And the Chiefs defense is still good.
Yeah. Oh my God. You know, this is just like the Broncos to lose this game.
Oh,
when they need to keep
they're
winning
going
this
to
game.
lose this game.
I kind of got to go Chiefs. Wait,
Yeah.
How many different do we have? Because I kind of got to pick.
1, 2, 3 so far.
All right, that's good. That's enough. Those will all be wins for me. All right, so I'm going to go Chiefs.
Yeah, I'm going Chiefs too. Then we've been waiting all day for Sunday night. We got the Eagles hosting the Lions. The Eagles are 2.5-point favorites.
Well, I'm not picking the Eagles. I'm going Lions.
I'm going Eagles.
This
And then
game is horrible.
During the last Monday night game, they were trying to get you excited for the next Monday night game during one of the worst Monday night games we've ever seen. And will it be outdone by the Raiders versus the Cowboys? Cowboys are 3.5-point favorites on the road. I have my pick locked in.
Yeah, your pick's the Cowboys, and I can't pick the Cowboys.
Is it?
I'm going Raiders.
I'm going Raiders too. This is a game I don't.
The Cowboys have an offense though. That's the only thing.
But it don't matter.
I just can't.
There's nothing. There's nothing about either of those teams that's like, woo, it's gonna be a good one. The Cowboys, and even if they do have a good game, when are they gonna put up like 20 points? I don't care.
Who, the Cowboys?
Yeah, I just don't see it being anything. It's just one of those gut games. This
is when Ashton Genty goes for 200 yards.
Probably.
Because the Cowboys defense is horrible.
Yeah, it's possible. It's possible. Ashton Genty just goes bonkers. Maybe Geno Smith has a resurgence this game.
Everyone has a resurgence against the Cowboys, so it's very possible.
Eberflus. It's almost like Eberflus faxes over the defensive plan the night before to the other team. He goes to the fax machine, and he's like, "Oh, okay, we're playing the Cowboys." He goes through the contacts to the Cowboys. It's like this is versus the Cowboys, and he doesn't realize it's a fax machine because he's stupid.
He's trying to copy it.
He's thinking
He's
it's a
just
copy
trying
machine.
to...
Like it came out there, but I only got one copy. Weird. I'll do it again. And he just goes to Cowboys. Like I marked this down as a Cowboys game. Like the week before, he marked it down as whoever. Like it's just what he does. He's faxing it to the other team, thinking he's like. It's just Eberflus. He sucks. He's the worst. The worst.
It's Eberflus. He sucks.
He does. All right, Harlan. It was a busy week of football.
It was.
That was the first time that I think the Bears and the Giants have played since we've started this podcast.
Yeah.
Well,
I think so.
Mm-hmm. And the second
we should have won.
And the second head coach has been fired. And I texted you after that game. I said I think Daboll's fired. You're like, why? Because of the run? I'm like, no, just in general, they lost again. Oh no.
I almost said we froze.
Yeah, one of us froze.
No.
Yep. He got fired.
Yeah, not good.
You knew it was happening. I knew it was happening.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. How'd you do in fantasy? How'd your fantasy get seems?
Oh, well, I only have one left, and yeah, we put up a ton of points. Like
you are.
I didn't need as many points as I did, but like I had like 141 points in the standard scoring, no fractional points, and no PPR. Yeah, it was a pretty good week for that because Caleb had a nice game. A Chan had a hell of a game. And Kyron Williams had a hell of a game, and JSN had a hell of a game. I have a pretty good team. When it hits, when it misses, boy, I put up 40 points. I'm just like, great.
I actually won all 3 of my games
last
week. Yeah, and that's crazy, especially when ESPN I'm second to last.
Oh yeah. I saw you got that. It's like, oh boy, you broke your 5-game losing streak.
Yes, I did.
Good for you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think I can clinch a playoff this week. Maybe next.
Well,
week.
I can't.
Oh no, I think you're eliminated already.
Thank you. Thanks for that one.
I think there's 4 games left, and yeah, before the playoffs start. I need to win this league now. It's my 4th year in it. I'm tired of watching the guy in the keeper league that somehow has
the best players.
Justin Jefferson, CeeDee Lamb, and who's the other? And Amon-Ra St. Brown, all on the same team as keepers with a salary, and they're like all like $10 salaries. Like those all happened before I got in this league, and it like makes me angry every time I look at it.
Yeah, I don't know who I'm going to be able to keep next year anyway. Like Drake May, I'm definitely keeping him.
Yeah, keep Drake May.
And that's about it.
Yeah.
I paid too much for Genty, and he'll probably go down. Does it go down? Does the price go down?
It goes up 3% every year. So
even on crap players?
Even on crap players, yeah.
Well, okay. Well,
well, maybe you can get it back for cheaper next year.
Maybe. I got Laporta. I might keep him. Yeah, that's about it. That's all. I got no one else I want.
Yeah, so. It's tough.
Yep.
It's tough.
All right, man.
All right, Harland. Have a good one,
man.
Talk
to you.
Yep.
All right.
Peace.
Oh, wait. Are we off?
No. What?
Either Tuesday or we can't do it. It won't be available on Wednesday.
That's fine.
All right.
Recording stopped.
Sounds good, man.
All right, man.
Peace.